Alright everyone, welcome back to Darksiders. It has been a moment. If you've missed me on YouTube, if you watch my YouTube stuff, you won't know this because I didn't tell you. But if you've been kind of paying attention to anything that I've been doing behind the scenes, I do some streaming every once in a while, and occasionally I will do it on YouTube. I've streamed some Smite stuff here. I've streamed some other things around. So I've been streaming a lot on Twitch recently, and that's kind of where I've had my mainstay, has been on Twitch for the moment. Nothing wrong with YouTube. You know, I love making YouTube content right now. But I've been doing a lot of things on Twitch, trying to get a following. As some of you who watch may know, if you've not been watching or if you've been out for a minute or two, I am currently, we'll say, unemployed. And I've been racking up a lot of content for my channels. And, you know, if you have heard it's a broken record, blah, blah, I know, but this is something very important to me, and I'd like to try to get this off the ground. So any support that's given is amazing. I'm not doing Patreon, I'm not doing any of that. I don't want any of that. I just want everyone to enjoy the content I do. That'll come later down the road, monetization and stuff. I don't want to deal with that stuff right now. But any support of anyone who watches, just like, comment, sub, follow, watch. I don't care what you do, just some kind of feedback is great feedback. And I appreciate everyone who has watched things on my channel and on my wife's channel. Her channel itself has reached a ton of views, and, well, a ton of views for us. And my channel's reached a fairly decent amount of views as well. And I didn't realize it, but I was looking through, and I've done like 100 and something videos. And I have a lot of views on all those videos. Some of them only have 1 or 2 views, but it's enough for me to say, hey, that's good work for me. So if you watch and you're subscribed, I thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. If you watch and you've not subscribed, if you laugh, or if you like the content, or if you like the game, or if you just want to say, hey, I think you suck, so I'm going to give you a sub just to comment and say you suck, I don't care. That's fine. I don't mind at all. You all let me know. Like I said, all feedback is greatly appreciated by me at the moment. But that's the story of why I've not been here. We've been on Twitch for a while now, 2 to 3 hours a day streaming some Smite. And yesterday was Warzone. Today's December 29th. We're about to, about to ring in a new year. Let's hopefully 2021's better. But the funny post I seen the other day is like, it's literally 2021, so 2020 WON. And that... You know, that scares me a little bit. You know, that tells 2021 that it won. But, you know, it is what it is. But let's jump in here. This is the Griever's lair, so let's jump in here and let's kind of figure out what's going to happen here. The old Griever. Ugly looking thing, too. Look at them iframes, though. Oh. I don't think this actually does anything. Just kind of hurts it a little bit, you know. Good old Griever. My wife texted me at a really strange time too. Oh, God.
Let's find her and finish the job. And don't toy around with her this time.
Luke Skywalker in my right ear like that is kind of loud. Ollie's dead. Dead horsemans, or angels, I mean. Yeah, you know, this month has been pretty rough for us both. We this year's been pretty rough for everyone, really. I mean, this year's just sucked for everybody, and I feel so bad for other people, because there's people that work in food industry and stuff that hasn't even been back to work yet. And I feel so bad for those people, and I wish I could help more people. A lot of people have done more streaming. I mean, people are resorting to it because it's a job that can't go away. You can't get fired from it, necessarily. I mean, it's YouTube and streaming. You can't get fired from that. People can't lose their job on YouTube and streaming unless you really screw something up. So, I mean, you have a solid career path if you choose it to be, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do. And I can tell you now, this is something I would rather do for the time being than be working where I was working. I'm still technically on the employment docket, but I'm not getting paid. They basically forced me into an FMLA standpoint due to a medical issue that I have that's beyond my control. I basically got told that because me and my wife had COVID at the same time, they have to take the stance of we are infectious toward the employees, so we can't work. And that is just not true at all. Not true at all. And I found some studies that said we may or may not be immune, but no one really knows. Even doctors and stuff that study it, they say we're not sure. We're going to go ahead and say it's just like the rest of the antibodies, to where, you know, it's just like anything else. When you get the flu once in the year, you're going to get antibodies, and it's going to be harder if you get the flu again. That don't make you totally immune, but it makes it harder for you to get again. And that's what doctors are saying, and no one's really listening to them. Which, you know, it's very disappointing. Especially for someone like me who has been relying on an income for many, many years. And now I can no longer rely on the income that I've been wanting to rely on. And it does very much disappoint me that I would be basically told that I can't work until I get a doctor's release saying that I'm immune to something that I'm not 100% sure I'm immune to, but fairly certain that we might be. You know, it's just, it is what it is. It's very disappointing, and it's very upsetting that I'd be done that way after multiple years of good service. I'm one of those people to where I love my job. Like, if I'm a part of a job, I'm dedicated to that job fairly hardcore. And, you know, this kind of opened my eyes a little bit to let me know that I was in a, maybe I was just in a bad spot. And maybe this was a way for, you know, everyone has their own ways, the Lord's will, you know, things like that. You know, maybe it was the push I needed to find something else. I had been wanting to find some other things for a little while. I'd been in some very interesting situations at my current employer. And, you know, it's not fun to be job hunting in December right after Christmas. It's, it sucks. Let me tell you. It is very, very shitty. But, you know, we'll get through it. This too we shall overcome, you know. This too shall pass. It's not like Gandalf. We will not pass, you know, we shall not pass. We will pass. And we will get through it. And we'll come out better. That's always how the world works sometimes. So we'll get there. But enough blabbing about that. Let's talk about something awesome that has happened. So, upon doing YouTube and streaming and everything like that, we've gotten my wife a camera. A friend of ours is going to give us a laptop so she can do her editing on the laptop. That way she don't have to do it from her cell phone anymore. The bad part about that is the laptop my mother gave me is not strong enough and not good enough to recognize the videos, unfortunately. But a friend of ours has given us a laptop to do that. And all we have to do is kind of get it set up. But I have never used the Linux system. Huh. Let's see, how would I go about getting that? I can't do that, that's cheating. How would I go about getting that over here? I gotta think for a moment here. There's gotta be another lever somewhere that raises or lowers the water. No, I know what it is. There's water. No, that's not it. Let me jump back down and go this way. Will this let me connect those two from that far away? Oh, okay, it will. I'm an idiot. I was too busy chatting and not paying attention. Alright, cool. Yeah, we gotta figure that out. I've never used the Linux system before, so this is kind of new to me. I'm having to figure out kind of what I want to do with her thing. I found her an editing service, or an editing thing to let her do what she wants to do. And all mine is done from the PlayStation, and the PS5 will be a little far behind, but I will be getting one eventually. What we're really moving toward and looking forward to, though, is better job for me. They're offering her a promotion at work that'll be a pretty substantial pay raise, and she's deciding if she wants to take it or not, because it will be about 8 million more responsibilities than she would like to do, but, you know, it is what it is. So I would love for her to succeed. She has succeeded so far. Throughout this entire fiasco, my wife has been the most loving. I'm still running out of breath due to COVID. My wife has been the most loving woman that I could have ever hoped for. She has certainly assisted me in great ways, and she has picked up a lot of double shifts and a lot of extra shifts to make sure we don't financially struggle through this. We were by no means 3 years secure, but we are okay enough at the moment without getting too deep into our financial troubles. We've been doing okay. And she's just picked up so many different shifts, and she's been so loving and supportive. And even though when I felt depressed and like a failure, and like I felt her and I felt myself losing a job, she stepped up and told me, like, look, shut up. You've not really lost anything. You were forced into something you knew wasn't going to work, so you didn't take the chance, so you didn't lose your job on that. Unfortunately, we are where we are, but, you know, these things do happen. Things in life do happen. And even thinking about it and talking about it, I kind of get choked up sometimes. But, you know, I don't know. Life has a way of telling you you're in a wrong spot sometimes. And it's unfortunate the way it tells you. It really is. Because sometimes it will tell you in a horrific way. And you will feel like it's not the right way, but it is certainly the best decision for you to make. Because you weren't going to make the decision yourself, so life just made it for you. Me, I kept going on, and I kept pretending that my life was okay with where I was at, and I knew I didn't like it. I knew I wasn't happy with it, but I wasn't going to make the decision to leave because I'm too much of a loyal dog. So life told me, hey, you need to make this change, and here's how you're going to have to make it. I'm sorry, but here you go. Here's how you're going to have to make it. So I'm looking at it kind of that way. This makes me feel really good. Chop suey this guy. That's what I'm calling that finisher, chop suey. Oh, yeah. Wake up! Grab a bunch of banana, wake up! Demon trinket. That might be a part of the map. That's an abyssal piece. Do I care about it? No! Like I said, we probably won't be doing the abyssal armor anyway. I have nothing against it. I don't feel like taking the time to find it all. This isn't a 100% run. I don't do those. Not that I don't want to, it's just that I just, you know, just really don't want to.